Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. In this video, we'll be talking about 4 signs that are being fulfilled for the Qiyamah and the coming of the Mahdi. Number 1 sign is that the World War III, dear and sisters, it's on its way. We know for sure, without a question, that World War III will happen. Whether you like it, whether you try your best to avoid it, whether you gather together all of humanity in order to avoid WW3, you cannot. Why? Because Rasulullah SAW, he prophesized great battles will take place during the end of time. And these great battles, fierce malhama, is going to be a characteristic, believe it or not, it is a characteristic of the ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that actually one of the titles of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the Nabi of Malhama, the Nabi who rages war because he fought against the oppressors. At the same time, his ummah, whether you call them Americans, Chinese, or you call them Russian, they will also rage wars, fierce battle. Obviously, we know the battles of these people, the non-Muslims who did not accept the message of Rasulullah, these wars are oppressive. We do not allow, and Islam does not approve this kind of war. But nevertheless, this will happen, and we are seeing what happened between Russia and US. The last 1 year especially, things are getting much and much worse. In fact, the Russian ministry, they mentioned that the relationship between Kremlin, they mentioned the relationship between US and Russia as the lowest as it can get. The reason for that is because US, they downed one of the or Russia has downed one of the US's drones. So things are not looking good. What we will see in the future, not great friendship, but problem. And we also know China has claimed literally that they are the now superpower in the Middle East through this deal between Saudi and Iran. US, Americans, they are not going to sit back and enjoy and relax. Rather, I and you, we do not know what step they will take, but one thing that they will do for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, is that they will try to bring China under their leadership. They do not tolerate. There cannot be 2 major powers in the world at the same time. If there is, then there's going to be war. Right now, China has claimed becoming the superpower of the time. US is not going to allow that. This is the nature. This is a fitrah of human being. We cannot have 2 leaders at the same time who are especially against each other. That is not going to happen. Sure, there will be a battle between China, US. There is going to be a battle between US and Russia. And we do not know what else will happen. But in the future, you might again say, brother, you're talking about something that is far-fetched, but wallahi, just watch what happened. Just watch. Number 2 point, or number 2 sign that we have seen being fulfilled is something shocking, something very, very terrifying at the same time. We have never seen humanity, we have never seen these minor signs are being fulfilled so fast, one after another. The Arabs, their lands are turning muruja wa anhara. La taqumu saatu hatta tawdal Arab muruja wa anhara. Rasulullah said, the hour will not be established until the land of the Arabs will become meadows, luscious green and flowing water. This is something we are seeing all over the internet. Go to Google, search for yourself. You will see, dear my sister, wallahi, the Arab lands are becoming unrecognizable. At the same time, what we have seen, zalzala. You know, we talk about the earthquake. The Prophet also said before the end of time, وَتَكْسُرَ الزَّلَازِلُ, that the earthquake, the zalzala, will increase. Turkey, Syria is just the tip of the iceberg. There are hundreds of them, hundreds of zalzala taking place every single day. We do not keep count of all of them. But if you go to Google again, search how many minor tremor are being felt across the world. You will be amazed. You will be shocked. You will be overwhelmed. Wallahi. And this number is increasing. And this is another fulfillment of the minor signs. So Saudi Arabia, the Arab lands, and then you have the zalzala. At the same time, what I have noticed also is the lifting of the knowledge. يوم يرفع فيها العلم وينزل فيها الجهل The Prophet said, knowledge will be taken away and ignorance will prevail. What kind of ignorance? Religious knowledge. If you ask any Muslim, or even go to the masjid, people who pray 5 times, ask them how to break your fast. Do you know the dua? Or how to fast properly? They will say, what is that? We do not know. What are you talking about? Is there a dua even? I mean, I'm not blaming these people, but I'm blaming myself too, because we actually are so much detached. We're so indifferent from our religious knowledge that today it is just shocking that a lot of us have chosen that path, not to teach ourselves, not to learn from the Quran and Sunnah and study our religion. This is our choice. Number 3 point, or the number 3 fulfillment of the prophecy is yuhkar. I mentioned this before. I'm going to be saying this. Allah will create stinginess and miserliness into the heart of people. Wallahi, I came to New York. This is New York, by the way. I've never seen one single Muslim helping a new family settling down in this city. One single family. They keep count of every single penny. If you go to their places and ask them for, or you show them that you really need some help. I mean, even though Muslims, we should be independent, we should ask Allah for help. But sometimes it happens that people, they want some help. We need assistance. Allah is not going to send angels, malaika from the sky to help us. We reach out to other people. You will see these people holding back. Wallahi, they don't want to give you a single penny. They don't want to spend a single second helping you out. But if they do this, they want to ask, what is in it for me? What is in it for me? How am I going to be benefiting from it financially, for myself, for my family? If I am not benefiting from you financially, I'm sorry. Who are you? You're a Muslim? I don't care. Wallahi, this is the situation that we are going through, the Ummah of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And Rasulullah said, before the coming of the end of time, the alamat as-sa, one of them is that people will become stingy. They're becoming more and more miserliness. And number 4 point is related with the state of Israel. The Yahudi. We talk about the Rabbi Prophecy and how they have prophesied for the last at least 30 years that the coming of the Messiah is near. In fact, he is here. According to some Rabbi, they are communicating with Dajjal. In 2000, I believe in the early 2000, in the year of 2001, 2002 maybe, a Rabbi, Lutkovich, I think his name, he asked Benjamin Netanyahu, expedite, make it fast, the coming of Dajjal, coming of Masih. For them is Masih. For us is the Dajjal. Maybe it's minor Dajjal, we do not know. But they were demanding Netanyahu to do something, to take some step to do, to expedite the process so that the Messiah will be here. He was in fact putting Netanyahu on the spot and ask him directly in front of other people, what are you doing? Keep working, bring the Messiah. And this Rabbi is so famous, he passed away. He was so famous that a lot of people would go to him just for blessing. Can you bless my name? Can you bless me? And he would say, God bless you. And he was considered to be almost like a god. Wallahi, this is the situation with the Yahudi. They are planning, and we know right now that they are also trying to build the 3rd temple. And the way they are doing it is by going to Masjid al-Aqsa, trying to infiltrate. Sometimes they go openly, sometimes they go in groups, sometimes they go just individually, and they're testing Muslims' tolerance over this, and they have been successful. Wallahi, they are successful. They are now inside Masjid al-Aqsa. If you go to Masjid al-Aqsa, you are not supposed to be seeing a Yahudi, a Zionist. I'm talking about Zionists, but you see them. Why I'm talking about this? Because Rasulullah, he prophesied, لا تقوم الساعة حتى يقاتل اليهود. The hour will not be established until you will fight with the Yahudi. Now, we are not talking about hatred towards Yahudi. There are a lot of Jews. We love them. They're, mashallah, very good people. But we are talking about those who are trying to take away the sanctity of the Masjid al-Aqsa, who are trying to destroy the Muslims who are trying to establish this so-called third temple in place of Masjid al-Aqsa, not caring about human rights, not caring about basic fundamental rights of the Muslims worshipper there. We are talking about them. But nevertheless, we know the hadith is there that the time will come when you will be and I will be so frustrated. The Muslims will be so frustrated with this Yahudi. The Rasul said that this is going to be happening without a doubt, and this is going to be a condition for the coming of the Qiyamah. Wallahi, subhanallah. Like, this is a condition. He said, La taqumu saatu hatta, until alamat as-saa will not take place, until you get so frustrated that you will be having no choice but to fight back with the Zionists, with the Yahudi. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.